Oh, no, 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 no. Sell, 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 sell. Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe I did this. Imagine this. You open up your trading account, you see a red number that looks more like a zip code, and you realize you just lost tens of thousands of dollars. Yep, that happened to me. Between Gamestop, Palantir, and AMC, I've seen the dark side of trading. Let me show you exactly how it all unfolded and what I learned. Now let's start with GameStop. The hype, the drama, the diamond hands. My Reddit post about buying the dip even made it to the front page of Reddit, which was pretty surreal. I posted on Wallstreetbets, quote, "If DFV, or Raging Kitty, is still in, I'm buying the dip." And I did. And at first I thought the move was genius. I actually made about $10,000 during the initial craze, but my greed got the better of me. So instead of cashing out, I kept experimenting with day trading and options, and I eventually posted losses here too. And then Palantir. Oh boy. My Palantir post about going all in with 180 options also hit the front page of Reddit. I was convinced that Palantir was going to be my ticket to massive gains. I went all in on that options play thinking I would make a fortune. Instead, I watched as my account balance drained faster than you can say theta decay. That trade alone cost me over $13,000. Lesson learned, never go all in a single trade, especially options. And then there was AMC. Like many others, I got caught up in the hype. The memes were everywhere, Wallstreetbets was on fire, and the FOMO was real. I thought, this is my chance to hit it big. But instead of a moonshot, I got a crash landing. I lost over $23,000 trying to time the market and catch the next big breakout. And spoiler alert, it didn't happen, or at least I never caught it. Fortunately, it wasn't all doom and gloom for me. I luckily started buying a significant amount of Bitcoin under $15,000, and I was able to ride it up almost to the 2021 peak before selling. This offset pretty much all of the losses from my impulsive trading around the same time. This, of course, isn't the reality for most traders, and that's really why I wanted to make this video for you guys, is to prevent some of you from devastating losses like this in the future. Looking back, these losses taught me lessons that I couldn't have learned any other way. Maybe my experience won't impact what you end up doing, and you might need to take a big loss before you learn for yourself, but let's break down a few lessons that I've learned so hopefully some of you don't have to pay the same price I did. Number one, education is key. If you want to get into high-risk trading, understand the basics of trading and options first. If you don't know what theta decay is, don't trade options, period. If you want to be a long-term investor, learn to calculate intrinsic value and educate yourself on what kind of stocks you need to buy. Number two, risk management saves lives. Even though I no longer day trade, if you're going down that route, remember to manage your risk. That may include setting stop losses or using 1 to 2% of your account value per trade, because losing $100 on a bad trade is much better than losing $10,000. And for our long-term investors, just don't put all your eggs in one basket. Number three, have a strategy. I learned to plan my entries, exits, and stop losses before even placing a trade. For every stock, I have an idea of a price worth getting in at and a price I'm willing to sell at. Discipline is everything. But also remember, for long-term investing, a stable, growing company will keep going up over time and may not ever get back to the price that it is today. Number four, don't chase losses. For the day traders out there, especially with options, after a loss, just step away. Revenge trading is like pouring gasoline on a fire. You may just lose it all. But for long-term investors, averaging down a growing position in a solid company or a set of stocks may actually bring you extraordinary returns over time. Now, after losing over $50,000, I knew I couldn't keep day trading and experimenting with options. That's when I made a shift. I moved away from the aggressive trading and I focused on fundamentals. Basically buying and selling based on intrinsic value of stocks, not just the price movements. Now my portfolio is built on pretty solid research and long-term thinking. I've learned to invest with patience and focus, and it's paid off so far. Losing over $50,000 in total was tough, but it was also one of the best things that could have happened to me. It forced me to take trading seriously, learn the craft, and become an overall smarter investor. Now, my trading is consistent, it's disciplined, and it's profitable. So if you're starting out, take it from me. Learn before you earn. And if you've ever had a big loss, share it in the comments. We might as well learn from each other. If you found this video helpful or relatable, hit that like button, subscribe to join the club, and until then, trade smart and stay disciplined. I'll see you in the next one.